up next is a very distinguished speaker. He is Mr. Tomyun Kim. Now, Mr. Kim is the CEO of online business and corporate strategy at Yanolja. Now, as you may know, they are one of the unicorn companies in Korea that has grown tremendously for years, and they try to achieve their vision, which is empowering people to better enjoy life through their services. But how have they been able to do that? Well, we'll find out that and a whole lot more, including stories of growth to a unicorn company. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Kim. Mr. Kim?
Hi, this is Tomyun. Thank you for introducing me. Um, First of all, I'm very happy to share our lessons about how to be the unicorn company for the last few years. At the same time, I'd like to share what is the digital transformation, which is the key to be the unicorn company, especially in the era of the post-COVID-19. So today, I'd like to share three agendas. First, the new trends in a view of post-COVID-19 era. Second, what's the digital transformation and why this is very important to change the world and innovate the existing industries and to be the unicorn company. Last one is about the examples. So in Korea and the other countries, Yanolja tried to digitize the industry itself to be digitized. So I would like to share the examples in the industry of travel and hospitality. Three trends, I think, in the post-COVID-19 era. First is about the local content. So you may heard about the text or the pictures or video clips explaining local content or local sites looks like the other country's site. In Korea, sometimes I saw the picture with the text that this looks like Paris or this looks like New York. But as you may know, you cannot travel outside Korea. So everyone the local contents as the other country's content, which means that there is a reinterpretation of local travel destinations and content. So like this, before the COVID-19, small portion of the content were made with the better types and with the complicated or detailed information, which is the valid. And there's a value to use and to monetize the content. But recently, every content should be moved like that. We are making all the content to be monetized, not only about the global overseas travel, but also the local travel. So I believe most of the contents and information are made better than better than the before the COVID-19. And probably these contents may be most important also for the many startups to monetize and to digitize their overall the process and the product in a better way. Second trend is about the cost and price. The price for the travel has been increasing. due to the new regulations for health and hygiene. At the same time, demand has been decreasing. So many companies delayed spending for the additional supply. You can imagine that any airline company may not order the new airplanes because they are not sure that when the demand will come back. So this type of the mismatch between demand and supply make the price of travel increase after COVID-19. So many startups should be ready to be differentiated to lower the cost. And if they can offer the lower price, then probably it's very important to win over the existing competitors. So I think this is another important factor to use the digital technologies. Last trend is about the contactless service. In Korea, we are calling this service as untact. Actually, this contactless service trend was ongoing before the COVID-19. But COVID-19 is accelerating the adoption rate of the untact service, contactless service. And to realize this contactless service in a lower cost, in a better price, cloud service is required. That's the reason why SaaS is the key word recently, and every SaaS company is digitizing many industries in the same way. With the cloud service, with the SaaS, the other digital technologies as the blockchain and Internet of Things should be used at the same time. Blockchain technology can be used to make the data flow in a frictionless way, seamlessly. Also, Internet of Things minimize the manual process between human and machine or machine and machine. So this technology can be very helpful to maximize the contactless service adoption rate. At the same time, this is connected with the first and second trend, as I mentioned. In a summary, there are three key trends in the post-COVID-19 era. First, content is the key. Second, differentiation to lower the cost will be the key factor to win over the existing competitors. This is a great opportunity for the startups, I think, because without the digital technologies, it's impossible to lower the cost and to win over the existing competitors. And I believe startup is better to understand how to use the digital technologies better than the existing incumbent players. Last piece is about the contactless service. Due to the COVID-19, everybody understand why contactless service is very important. Delivery, mobility, And many new experiences and services are about this contactless service. And to realize this service, we should understand how to use the cloud, blockchain, IoT, and the other digital technologies. So these types of the new trends should be connected with the digital transformation. So I would like to what this digital transformation means and why we should understand this technology to change the world and to be the successful company in the post COVID-19 era. I would like to explain with this example. In the travel industry, working hours is very important because as the working hours has been decreasing, the leisure hours will be increasing. And if the customer should spend more hours besides the working, definitely the total addressable market of travel and leisure will increase a lot. More important thing is that increasing spending for leisure is the faster, higher increase rate compared to the leisure hours. Leisure hours has been decreasing by 27% for the last 30 years. And I think this kind of the trend of Korea is very similar for most of the countries. But in terms of the spending for leisure, for the last 10 years, spending for leisure has been increasing by 60%. So everybody are spending more hours and more money for their leisure. However, but customers are not that satisfied with their leisure because they don't have money or they don't have time enough for the leisure. I think this kind of the dilemma between the reality and idea is the key. And every startups should address this dilemma using the digital technologies. As I told you, in a reality, leisure hours and spending has been increasing. But customers are not satisfied with their leisure due to lack of leisure hours and economic burden. So under the existing technologies, this kind of the dilemma cannot be resolved in every industry. But using the new technologies, the digital technologies, any company can add additional value. And if they can change the value chain in the industry, probably this dilemma can be resolved. And I think the new startups try to address this dilemma in many countries. Uber, DoorDash, and Airbnb and Yanolja are the companies solving these dilemma issues. With the existing technology, there is no added value. That's the reason why existing incumbent player cannot resolve this dilemma. But new startups, new IT giants are creating the added value to solve this dilemma. So if you can find out any dilemma in every industry, and you can think about the new digital technologies or new business model to create the added value to solve this dilemma, then you can be the unicorn company in a specific countries or in a specific continent or in the global market. So I would like to introduce the hotel example. Between the hotel and guest, there are 6 steps across the value chain. And this value chain is totally segmented into many pieces. So the data do not flow in a frictionless way. So to make the data flow, huge cost or many manual processes should be added. That's the reason why the process is inefficient and there is no added value. Also, around the hotel or around the guest, there are many touch points. For example, if you may book the hotel room with the breakfast, probably you may go to the restaurant in the morning and you may check your room number or your name in front of the restaurant, and the servicemen in front of the restaurant are checking your name or your room with some paper. We can think about this process from the hotel's point of view. Every night, the serviceman should summarize who made the room with the breakfast, and they may print the Excel file, and they should go to the restaurant and checking which guest really come to the office, the restaurant, and after checking the guest status for the restaurant, and they should go back to the hotel front to input the data manually. So the process are very complicated and inefficient because there are disconnects between online and offline of the current value chain and touch point around the hotel or guest. So to address these issues, we can connect all the points like this. So many financial institutions or public organizations are integrating full system through the existing technology, but this is the process resulting in the very high cost. That's the reason why some of the financial institution or the public organization are doing this integration, but usually the other small company or private companies cannot connect all the points like this. It's the old concept. It's the old style. But if we can use the digital technology to connect all the dots, the value chain and touch points, then we can minimize the cost to make the data flow in very efficient way without any friction. This is what Yanulja has been doing. Yanulja has developed the global data platform in the hospitality industry across the value chain. So between the hotel and customer, we try to make the data flow without any friction. That's the reason we have developed each business model in each step across the value chain. From the hotel side, Yanuja tried to realize the brand hotel business model, and you can be the local number one in this business area. Also, we have been expanding our brand hotel business into Southeast Asia and Europe. From the customer's point of view, booking platform is one of the channels. Customer book their reservation for the hotel. So Yanuja tried to be a local number one OTA in Korea. At the same time, we have been partnering with every global OTAs to make the data from customer to hotel side. Last piece about the center, the management solution. This solution is based on the SaaS. In this area, Yanuja is global number one cloud-based hotel management system provider. Up to now, for the last 6 years, Yanuja has been expanding our SaaS into 160 countries in the world. The reason I'm explaining what Yanuja has been developing is that it's not only about the making money in a specific step. It's about the digital transformation, and it's about how to make the data flow from the customer to the provider without any friction. And if we can realize this global data platform, then we can innovate the existing industry's dilemma, and we can introduce many very interesting content-rich service to the customer and hotel, and we can provide huge benefit for the hotel to lower their operational cost. For the customer, the better customer's experience. And also, in terms of the environmental issues, we can save the cost for the many papers, waste of the energy, and waste of the additional cost with the negative impact on the environment as well. So this is very important to be the global player for the specific industry. And this type of the digital transformation can be monetized recently better than the before, because as I told you, the new three trends are tightly connected with this type of the change in every industry as well. Last agenda is about the real cases. I would like to show the video clip first for your better understanding.
Introducing Yanolja Yflux. Are you fed up with the time waiting after you arrived at the destination early? With Yflux, you can expect sooner check-ins. If the room is prepared in advance, you can make an early check-in regardless of the time scheduled for check-in. Complete the check-in process quick and easy. Yflux does not need a card key. Upon completion of a check-in, a smart key is issued via message. There's no worries in losing a physical key card or any errors. Room equipment and services you need can be selected during reservation. Additional items needed during your stay can be easily purchased from the Yflux vending machine. Set the floor you wish to go to with the elevator on your smartphone, and the elevator will be waiting for you with its doors open. Once you're in your room, even if you don't place the key card, and even if you fail to find the light switch, the room will automatically begin to control the room according to your presence with a welcoming sound. If you feel too lazy to go out, you can order breakfast through room service in your bed. Aren't you curious about the taste of food delivered by a robot? Enjoy the checkout made with a single click without visiting the front at the time you want. Yflux.
You may heard about the ADAS, Advanced Driver Assistance System. To realize the ADAS, there are 5 levels, and every level should be used with the digital technology to realize. So in terms of the hospitality industry and the other industries, I think there may be the levels to be realized step by step. Level 0 is about the integration for the frictionless data flow, as I explained before. And level 1 is the step to automate the lobby automation, lobby the process and operation, like, for example, the check-in and check-out process. Level 2 is about the in-room service automation. You would like to order your room service using the robot, for example, or you would like to check the current status of your order using the mobile phone, or you would like to change the light or air conditioner or TV using the mobile or AI speaker. This is about the in-room service automation. And if we can collect all the data without any data issues or privacy issues, then probably you can use this data to provide customized offer for the customers. That's the level 3 about the personalization. I would like to explain each level, how Yanolja has been realizing, and please think about what kind of the structure and architecture in your industry to realize step by step. The first one is about the data flow without any friction. I think blockchain is one of the digital technologies to be used for this level. Yanuja developed blockchain-based token, and using this token, customer can use the service across the every various platforms, which improves the traveler's experience, I believe. Yanuja provide many travel-related categories and services, but we cannot cover everything. So to co-work with the other partner platforms to maximize the customer satisfaction, blockchain is quite useful to connect the data between the different platforms in a very low cost. Level 1 is about the lobby. Probably for the check-in, identification is very important. Imagine the process you have been experiencing in front of the lobby. You should show your passport, and the front should copy your passport, and they should send the copy to the other public organization using the fax. Copy and fax are the least safe the process and channel in terms of the security. Also, you should write down some signature or name and numbers on the printed page. Also, you should let the front have your credit card data. So these types of the process are not that safe. So decentralized identifiers is the key technology to innovate this unsafe process and innovate to protect privacy in lobby. So I would like to show the video clip about the real cases Yanuja made in Korea.
Don't need to be at the front for 24 hours. For an average accumulation of customer engagement, less than 1 hour. Work busy with various processes of checking customers during check-in time is now gone. It is because Yflux Kiosk takes care of the 4 stages of reservation: voucher check, passport or ID check, document work, and card key issuing. And facial mapping through surveillance camera allows the customer to go through quick check-in, which only takes 5 seconds. And the employee can monitor the process at the back office rather than at the lobby front.
With these technologies, customer may be very happy because better experience and safer the process. Also, the hotel can minimize the privacy issue and maximize the usefulness of their operation, finally resulting in the lower cost. And level 2 is about the in-room automation. Internet of Things technology in the cloud can enhance the integrated control and interactive communication between the guest and the hotel's touch points, including air conditioner, furniture, and TV, and with the lobby for the room service and everything. So Yanoda launched the Yflux application to realize these new services for the customer and for the hotel. I would like to show the video clip about this.
Use of card keys which require high maintenance costs and receive lots of customer complaints is no longer necessary. Guests can select services they want at a reserved time, and additional items needed during the stay can be purchased at any time without the need for help from a staff. The room control system of Yflux detects issues that can occur in rooms in real time to minimize customer complaints, minimizes the need for unnecessary face-to-face service support by a staff, and can minimize customer complaint.
So no more paper, no more waste of the energy, no more the physical card key, and only mobile. I think this is very necessary process in the post-COVID-19 era in every industry, especially in the hospitality industry. So today, I shared how the industry will be changed, which is called as the digital transformation. And from the startup's point of view, to be the unicorn company, startup should win over the incumbent player. Good thing is that with the existing technologies, incumbent player cannot resolve the issue, the dilemma between the reality and the idea. So with the new digital technologies, startup introduce new services to create the new added value, which is the major differentiation from incumbent player, and it's the momentum to change and to innovate the existing industry. And actually, the COVID-19 is accelerating the speed of the change, like a digital transformation in the world. I hope my lecture can be helpful to understand what's the digital transformation and why this is the key value to be the unicorn company for the startups. Thank you for your time, and thank you for inviting me to the great opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you again. We just heard the thoughts of Mr. Jong Yun Kim, who's the CEO of online business and corporate strategy at Yanolja.